To these detectives.
They're after them.
Oh, so you're just telling me what's going on, but the detectives are trying to find them at this point?
Yes.
Did
Right
the
now.
detectives ever find, like, the dump or anything?
Well, right when they get to Rest Haven, the detectives get to the dump. So they're right behind them. And then they get chased out by the trash people.
Okay.
And that's where they are. And then they go back to their headquarters. Then when the girl has the twins, they decide to try the 3 children for witchcraft because they think it's their fault.
Mm-hmm.
And they make them drink this evil poison. And if they don't throw up, that's how they know that they're a witch. Of course, all of them are puking all over the place.
So they're not witches?
No. But they get kicked out anyways for causing so much of a fuss.
Okay.
And then, as soon as they leave, they get on the subway and leave, and the ear, the eye, and the arm find out. And they are the ones that have to come get them because the general, since Rest Haven is a protected community, the army's not allowed to come in. So the ear, the eye, and the arm get some razor wire and saw through the hinges of the door and force it open. And they pretend to be boogeymen and scare the crap out of everybody. Pretend to be evil spirits. And then when the ear, the eye, and the arm get there, the woman who had the twins, her sister, gives one of them the baby. It's going to be killed. So they save the baby and they leave.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have to take the baby back to their headquarters, and it's some 3 men and a baby stuff, you know. The children are at somebody's house that they barely know. An employee of their father's, his mother. They're at her house because she was the only person they knew in the town they ended up in, or in the area they ended up in. She puts them to work as slaves. Everybody likes to put them to work as slaves.
Mm-hmm.
And then they get the chicken pox, which is a disease that has been extinct for like 100 years.
Right, like now.
You didn't get the chicken pox? But she decides to keep the 4-year-old in a cage because he's so mean. Because he's miserable with chicken pox.
Right.
She puts him in a cage.
Yeah.
And they decide they have to leave. And as they're leaving, she-elephant comes and kidnaps them again.
What the fuck?
I know. So, right after they leave, of course, the ear, the eye, and the arm bust in. Ready to save the day.
They are terrible.
I know. So, she-elephant...
Is this even, like, close to being over?
Almost.
Okay.
She-elephant takes them to the lair of the Gondwanan gang, the Masks, who are the most feared gang in the whole city.
Okay.
Gondwana is the country.
Like the Jets?
Yeah.
Or the Sharks?
I think the Jets.
You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you?
West Side Story.
Okay.
She takes them to their lair, which is on top of the mile-high McElwain Hotel.
Okay.
And this hotel is like it could be a whole city. Like, it has everything that you need in it.
Like the airship on Wall-E.
Yeah. Only not everybody's that fat.
Eva.
And it happens to be in the Gondwanan embassy.
Directive?
Gondwanan ambassador is the leader of the Masks.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to sacrifice Tende, who's the oldest boy.
Okay.
And so the ear, the eye, and the arm actually get to the hotel when they're still there.
Okay.
So
they're almost
on
functional.
track. Yeah. And I won't go. I doesn't like to go up there because you can see too far, and he's afraid of heights.
Okay.
Because he can see so far. So ear and arm go up to the roof to see if they can see anything.
Is this through the eyes of the detectives?
It switches back and forth.
Okay.
And ear has huge elephant ears. And as soon as he opens them up on the roof, the wind rips them apart. So he has to go back inside.
His ears?
Yeah.
They're that fragile?
They're pretty fragile. He's okay. They bandage him up.
But, like a big pussy to me.
But,
my ears. Oh.
But so arm is all alone, and he decides to rappel down the side of the building to the loading dock of the Gondwan embassy because he can sense that they're in there. And just as he busts in, they're about to sacrifice the boy.
Which one?
The oldest boy.
I don't want youngest. Less fight.
No, they want more fight because it'll be more powerful when he succumbs. They're sacrificing him to the big head mask.
Did you tell me this?
No.
Okay.
Which is a giant mask made of human scalps and teeth and skin. It as soon as Arm busts in, he looks at the mask and he stops because it's like sucking out his soul.
Right.
And then
like a vacuum.
Yeah. Vacuum of hell.
Did his soul make it?
Well, the disturbance he causes everybody on the outside to bust in because they were listening. They were like waiting to come in. Because the kids' parents were there, and they got all the people in the hotel to come and help them. But they couldn't go in because it was the embassy and they were scared.
Okay.
So finally they come in and they break the mask in half. And it turns to dust. And Arm, his soul is sucked out, but then Tende somehow gets special powers and heals him.
10 days?
Tende, the oldest boy.
10 days, okay.
And then they arrest all of the masks and they arrest She Elephant. The children are reunited with their parents.
The end?
The end.
Thank God. This is a terrible, terrible book. Don't read it.